We have to maybe get the local people next time, which is what we really didn't do. We actually relied on our network, people already work with. And I just want to thank you all so much again. What is the Women Economic Empowerment Trade Show all about? This is the second one we are doing. The first was a great success as well. We ran a 12 weeks women financial empowerment program to empower women to become financially, aware, literate, have diverse streams of income, effectively manage their finances, and create or increase their income. We know we are living in challenging times, isn't it? But we always say that you are poor not really because you lack money. You're poor because you lack ideas or vision. And the thing with all the incredible women, about 20 women we work with at this program, we know that they all got great vision, they all got great ideas, incredible potential within them. But yes, everyone is almost struggling. We're all struggling. And we said, rather than saying, of course, we did financial management, but rather than telling you, save your money, pay less, spend less, it's not really a way of living life for you to limit yourself, because we are incredibly gifted. We have so much potential, because there are people out there who are still very wealthy, am I right? Even though we are living in challenging times. So what we said is, how can we have more income? How can we have more, financial income, increase what we earn, so we won't have problems, and of course don't spend extravagantly. But the whole thing is not about limiting or living like, there is so much limitation out there. No, there is so much, and we're highly gifted. So we came up with unlocking our inner GPS. What we did during one of the sessions, when I was talking about multiple streams of income, investment, training on how we could invest in assets and not spending a lot of our money on liabilities, which is what a lot of people do. Women, especially from ethnic minority backgrounds that I've worked with, a lot unfortunately tend to spend on liabilities, am I right? And that doesn't bring us anything. I mean, we did that so intensely, and we could identify some of these women's greatest strengths, potential, and we do a lot of work to build their purpose, find the purpose, not build their purpose, excuse me. So we talked of unlocking your inner GPS. What is this all about? The G is for your gifts, P is for your potential, passion, and life purpose, and the S are your strengths and skills. But what I also want to introduce, honestly, because I'm currently working on a book, when I talked on that book, because this came from the financial empowerment program, and we just said, okay, GPS, that's give. But really, what I want to talk here today, imagine what's the purpose of a GPS. We all use GPS, isn't it? Sat nav when we are going to places. All we need to do, it doesn't matter where we are coming from. No one will not even ask us, because it automatically can recalculate, isn't it? It has everything within it, all the strengths, all that it needs to be able to take us to the destination, of course, whatever destination they've actually programmed within your sat nav. And all you need to do is to put in your destination, right? And it takes you to that destination. So what I want you to keep in mind, the GPS, in other words, that's so powerful, is your God program sat nav. I want us to unlock our God program sat nav. He's created each one of us and programmed us to a final destination, which is fulfilling our purpose. Your life purpose, where you have to be. So it's already within you. You've got to actually unlock it. Some of us are like, it's still there, stuck. We've not even put it on. It's like I get into my car, I don't know where I'm going to. If I don't put on my sat nav, my GPS, it's not going to take me to where I'm going to on my ride. I'll still be stuck there. So we're just asking you, and how can you unlock this? Like I said, with a natural, man-made sat nav, they've put everything that you need. Your program to go to a certain destination, you just put in there. You are wired with everything you need to get to that destination as well, to fulfill your life purpose in this case. And what is your life purpose? We know a lot of people don't necessarily know their life purposes. That's where we're having a lot of problems. So we do not want to look a lot on purpose, because we work with a lot of women, we do a lot of workshops. That takes about 12 weeks for people to even identify their life purpose, their true calling in life as such. So what we did now is, within you, created from when you were conceived, you've got everything within you to become all that you're created to become. And if you look at the sat nav, once you put a destination, you don't get to your destination. It's like unrest. It keeps rerouting. It tells you 10 left. And some of us, unfortunately, we really don't know our right destination. We are lost. We're lost. And the signal is that complete unrest, and we know that. people who are not really fulfilled. You're not living the life you're called to live, a purposeful life. It doesn't matter how much they earn, there is that unrest within them, there's that lack of satisfaction, deep inner satisfaction, which only comes when purpose is fulfilled. It's like the purpose of hunger is so you can eat food and you are satisfied, which tells you you are full. So our life purpose, when we fulfill our life purpose, we become full, satisfied as well. And if we don't, unfortunately, while we may not know where we are going to, like I said, but as long as you are not there, you know you are not there. Because the signal that says you've arrived is that fulfillment, is that deep inner satisfaction. And the incredible thing is, what I've just given here, I love to give visual images, if you know me by now. I've bought different fruits, I don't just want to limit to all of that. I had the seeds too, look at these amazing fruits. What I just want to say, if we take out all of these amazing fruits I have here, I had some of the seeds out, unfortunately I don't know where they are right now. But if we take each one of these, if I take my seed from my orange out, my seed from my lemon, my seed from the sarsaparilla, tomatoes, plum, apple, and I've got my wonderful lime, isn't it? If we take all the seeds out, what do you say? What would you say? This seed is already trapped. It's got this God program, success, or God program success as well. It's your sat nav to lead you to success, to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. Each seed is already trapped within all that they need. In fact, the gifts, the potential, the purpose for the seed, and then the strength to become a lemon once it's sown and nurtured. This as well, to become a lime once it's sown and nurtured. And these, all of them. So what am I saying here? Our GPS in this case, your gifts. You don't work for your gifts, you're naturally given the gifts. None of these seeds work to have become lime seeds. None of them. By design, the master design said in a lime seed, I will entrap everything that it needs. All the gifts, the potential, the strength that it will need to become a lemon. You produce the trees. You will need to get the skills, because there are some certain things these are where humans will live on the planet Earth, isn't it? They are what the lessons or what we need to do to harness our gifts, our passions, our strengths, so we can get to the destination where we want to be. So if you look at yourself right now, all of us, what is it within you? What is it that you know that this is my gift? This is my area of uniqueness. I stand out in this. I actually am born to do this. You may not know, but just look at some of the things that naturally from small. You need to go back right from when you were a child. Some of us, unfortunately, due to challenges in life, setbacks, we have forgotten about those things that we're highly gifted at and incredibly passionate about. Because some of us are like, what's the point of being passionate now? I'm stressed, I'm having other things, I'm not bothered. We just need to take those veil of those problems that have kind of hindered us from seeing our real gifts, passions, and strengths. So once we become aware of that, it's incredible, because we are now working towards our real purpose of, living while we are called to live. And the P is for purpose, to fulfill your purpose. So you are giving those gifts. Nobody gives you, for example, if we look at the eyes, lenses, optical lenses, nerves, all of that. It's not giving nostrils. It's not giving teeth and all of that. It has a unique purpose. Am I right? And just unlocking that purpose, it comes out to be fully functional on what it was created to fulfill, which is that to see of sight. It's exactly the same thing for us. Unfortunately, we live in a world where we are so driven by the external, our needs, our wants, our desires, maybe my mortgage, I'm taking a bigger home, my child's school fees, and all of that. Unfortunately, it's like we set our sat-nav from the external. We don't allow the inner GPS to guide us, which is within us, so we can move towards the destination and fulfill the purpose for which we were created to fulfill. But unfortunately, we allow external forces, external influences, what is happening out there, to guide us on what path am I going to choose. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, what's the best paid job right now? What the IT is the area to go. Everybody goes to IT, whether they like it or not. You just sit at home, unfortunately. But they really lack that sense of fulfillment. And you think, okay, I want financial freedom. You can be financially free, but you're still trapped in prison within your mind. Financial freedom will not give you true fulfillment in life. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of extremely rich people, millionaires, they commit suicide. What happened? It's not about money. They're absolutely not fulfilled. And this is also to challenge each one of us here. Because honestly, a lot of us are just like, yes, we want a 9-to-5 job. Is securing I have security. There's really no security in life. Anything, the greatest thing that is constant, or the only thing in life that's constant is change. Every single time there'll be change. That job might be there. Today, we saw COVID. With COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs. What they once called security never became secure anymore. We don't want that to happen with us. And your best way, your best bet is that you can't fail at what you are gifted at. The eyes cannot fail. The only thing is if we don't use it as much as not every seed, lemon seed will become a lemon fruit. There's a process, right? We've got to use the skills now. How do we translate this into becoming the lemon fruit? We need to sow it, nurture and nourish it, and then it will sprout and grow. It's exactly the same. What we don't use, unfortunately, dies a natural death. Those gifts that we have, those potential we have, and the passion is the fuel within us. Passion is fuel, the energy, the drive. So you don't keep that potential dormant. Potential is unused energy, unused ability, untapped energy, anything that's not used. You have the potential to become the next greatest businesswoman in the world, the next healthiest individual who is teaching a lot of people, empowering them to be healthy. You have that potential within you, and now you're passionate to do that. But if we don't go out and do that, unfortunately, we are reaping the world as well from benefiting from that which we are called to give them, but ourselves the most, because we will not get that fulfillment. So it's really finding that passion. Is that fear? What are you passionate about? Just think about it. What do you really enjoy doing? Like most of these women, they have a lot of passion, but they were never transforming it into business, financial gains. And worry, unfortunately, most of them, because they are working, like we said, it's a new thing. So unfortunately, some of them were called to work today. But like Lori, right, she's doing incredibly well now. And she's got like her stuff, she does some nice beignets, she's taking them to different places. Now like cafe, when she never thought she could do. This incredible lady here who will speak to us later as well. She said since the last time she sold, before she just had her stuff there, about 20 of her, and people keep doing orders. And this is something that she's been gifted at. The power of words, just sharing with people how worthy and valuable you are. She had it trapped within her. But now she understood I can transfer this passion into a business, a thriving business, and a sustainable one, because in other words, you live for that very purpose, so it's sustainable. It cannot die until you are dead, as long as you live it lives with you. But before you die, you must have passed on the baton, that legacy to others to follow in your footsteps. So I really want to urge us, let's not waste any more time. We don't have infinity, we don't have like infinite time to live on this planet. Let's not waste any other time on this planet. Let's not just sit there with a GPS, not turn off, not turn on. What's your greatest gifts? What are your passions? I'm not gonna go to life purpose like I said. I know it's tricky, but once you find that, some people have found their purpose already, you just excel, you just thrive and all that. But if you have not done that yet, some of the easiest ways to look for your strengths, you're always given a strength because you need to fulfill a certain purpose. Like I've just given the parts of the body. How come the teeth are not given optical lenses, for example? No, they are not meant to break. Some of the things that we think we are not good at, they are weaknesses. It's to help us not to waste time. Hey, my daughter, Sylvia, I didn't call you for this work. I'm not giving you any of those strengths. You might look at Nikki all you want and say, she's got this, I don't have this. I'm sparing you the time. I don't want you to waste your time. It's like the nurse, I don't want you to waste your time trying to figure out how to see. You are not designed to see. Don't waste time. So some of us, unfortunately, if you don't know who you are, your life purpose, you may spend time trying to be like others. But you have, or you think you have a problem, you have a weakness. No, it's not a weakness. It's an indication of what you were not called to do on this earth. So you are never given those strengths. Don't waste your time. Focus on your strengths, which is the S. Your strengths, all the strengths, something you are naturally gifted. Honestly, some people, you can be passionate about something, but you are not strong, you're not gifted, in it. So what happens now? You now gain the skills. So you can learn that you have some people that are passionate about cooking. One pastor was telling us that this lady loved cooking, so passionate. Each time they had a program in church, she wants to cook. But the problem is, each time she cooks, there's so much salt, nobody could eat her food. And because she's so passionate, the pastor didn't know how to tell her, but he felt he had to be honest. So it's just, I know you're passionate about cooking, but what if you took some courses? So you can maybe learn how to do it where you are more skillful. You don't just put salt. She was so happy, she welcomed me. She did some courses and she was incredible. Incredible now with the skills that she's gained. which is what we need, and need one another to support us with. So we can now transform those gifts and passions into a lucrative, thriving, and successful business. Because like I said, the strengths, the passions are not enough. It's like all of us, we have the tendency, I always say, to have six packs. Not all of us have it. We don't use those muscles. Unfortunately, what we don't work on, which is like, we get the work done more, then it's developed. And it's exactly, if you don't use your passion, then unfortunately it dies. That passion, the gifts, you don't use the gifts as where they remain dormant in you. It's not like you're not gifted in that area, which is why we should keep using them. When you use them, the more you use them, the more you develop them, the more you become an expert, the more you can learn, you can improve and all of that, and the more you become outstanding because you are naturally gifted at that. But the skills are important. And the thing is, for some of us, we always think, oh, I need to go to school to do this. There is a place for skill, but look at what you already have. Like I said, it's a way of doing things, it's a style of doing things. Techniques are not enough in life to succeed. You could have the technique, for example, like what technique you use to build muscles, okay? It's for your muscles. It's like, but the principle is every muscle you work out will become toned, whatever it is. And that principle, and success is governed by principle, can be applied in other areas of your life, in your business or whatever you are doing. So it's for us to really get those principles of life that govern success. And the first thing is identity. Who are you? What's your purpose of life? If you don't know what your greatest strengths, so that you may be able to maximize them. And then you get skills, like I was saying, a lot of women are so skillful. It's just what you've learned in life. Some are extremely great parents. Every day you're taking care of a child, you're so skillful, but the thing like I need to go to college to have a degree, to say I've got a skill in leadership. It's a daily practical thing. So, and skills are transferable. The skills you need to do this, how you do it, you can apply it to this. And skills can be learned. It says, give me a willing person. The willing person can do anything in life because skills are learned and taught. But give me someone who is gifted, passionate, without any will, you cannot really do anything. So I just hope all of us will live here today with that desire to truly unlock our inner GPS. Because honestly, when you do that, life becomes so simple. And that's exactly what we do here. We do a lot of different programs. Incredible. I mean, Sarah and the women we've worked with, like she said, for how many years now. And it's effortless. Because it's like the eyes, that's what you are born to do. That's your purpose. If you don't do that, then you don't feel fulfilled, amen. And like the natural laws align. It's like when you take this seed, you sow it, it's effortless. It doesn't do anything to start becoming trees. Absolutely, it's aligned with the natural laws of creation, of the growth of a seed. It just works on your behalf. That's how when you key into that inner GPS, your gifts, your purpose, potential, your strengths, natural laws align, God laws that He actually put within your, God program start now, they work on your behalf to guide, to fuel you towards the direction of achieving success. And if you start a business based on those qualities, honestly, there's no way, like I said, you definitely succeed. It's only a matter of time. It's just like if you sow these oranges and see, of course, they have different seasons. This will grow within how many weeks or months, isn't it, tomatoes? And this may be thinking you planted this. After we say we're sown at the same time, you're looking, what's happening? You're already producing fruit and people are eating of you and you're so upset and jealous of them. So, but how come I've not produced anything yet? I'm just leaves. And that's what happens, unfortunately, when we really don't know our calling, who we are. We envy others. When we know that there's no need for envy, we celebrate them. Wow, this is a season for tomatoes. We could have some tomatoes now. My season is coming. You come and you're like, orange, how come, kicking the tree? You've not yet produced your fruits. Chill and relax. It's not yet my season. It's a matter of timing. I'm nurturing, growing, producing all my branches, flowers in the appointed time that my sat-nav has actually programmed. I will be producing my oranges. You can go now. This is a season maybe for lemon. You can get lemon. But I celebrate you. I celebrate all your strengths, the incredible work you all are doing, which is why we really want to celebrate women, support them to start successful businesses and thrive in whatever they are doing. I mean, those in careers as well. It doesn't mean everyone will start a business. We're in the business of life, really. Living life is a business. Some people are not a good business owners, so they can't manage their life well, honestly. It's just a principle. When people are doing the same, mind your own business, what do they usually tell you? You gotta always take care of your life. Don't involve in my business. So truly we're in the business of life. I'm not really saying everybody should go start a business. Some people are working in the field we're called to work on. Mm-hmm. Some people are doctors in the hospital, that's their calling, that's their business in life. So but you will understand through the final fulfillment, that sense of satisfaction, deep inner fulfillment and satisfaction where you are. When your sat now finally says you have arrived at your destination, now you can rest and chill. Whatever you went to do in that destination, you do it. And once you finish and you can go back at the end of the day, once we have really fulfilled all our purposes, everything that God placed within us has been utilized. It's like my daughter, my son, you fulfill the purpose for which I send you here. You can go now and rest. Well done. And you now can be able to die empty, leaving the legacy. Those who have benefited from you had all the incredible vitamin C, what is it, benefits, life transformation, and you go rest. No regrets. So I really wish you all the very, very best. In all you do, honestly, we are here. We do a lot. Like I said, we have different businesses. Anyway, we want to support you. You need our support. We have premises as well. Please do get in touch. We really want to support you. We want to be there for you. If you have any questions, if not, you can just briefly talk about what you do, and then that's it. I'm going to sit down and eat now. If you have any questions for me, please, go on.
No, it's just not a question. It's just an acknowledgement to say you don't realize how much